Hi, this is probably our last one in the whole series, but it's probably one of the most important things we do, and that's to think about what we would change to make our experiment even better. So we've sorted through the experiment, we've come up with our conclusion, we've checked to see if it matches or even goes anywhere near the prediction we made right at the start, and now we have to think about what went wrong, what went well, and any changes we would make. Now, these changes are not about you, they're about how you did the thing. So sometimes when we're going through a method, we actually make the changes on the fly. In other words, even though we've written down we are doing it a particular way, we change the way we do it because we see it's not happening properly. So we should make these changes and tell the reader about these changes in this section. But another thing that normally happens when we do an activity is we think about, I wonder what would happen if I did this, or I wonder what this really means. Quite often, an answer to a question leads to further questions, and that's what we need you to think about as well. So if you wanted to find out more about this particular topic, what could you do so you could become an expert? Could you extend the number of readings and the amount of change you would do? So maybe you might do it over a day instead of in seconds. Maybe you would change the concentration to really, really large or really, really small, or spread them out. So all these things we could find out about, and you should maybe tell the reader that if he or she wanted to find out more, here is what they could do. So you are sort of guiding the reader about what could happen. Now, in many cases, when we do an activity, we actually remove possible things that cause changes. So it's like a process of elimination. We start off with a whole series of suspects that could cause the change, and then one by one, we gradually whittle them away to try to find out what is the real cause. So maybe you would like to see if you changed a different variable, if the reaction would be the same. Some variables will not affect what we're measuring. Others will cause it to change in a very big or very small way. So maybe we need to think about those things as well. And as I say, we need to think about all the possibilities. Don't limit yourself to only one or two. Having a very, very inquiring nature, I know that most of you will be super inquisitive about what could happen and what it really means. So extend your thoughts. Allow your mind to wander. Allow it to think about, I wonder what would happen if I did this. Can I become the expert? As I said before, this might trigger a real lot of interest that you might have in something you've never thought you'd be interested in. So try to make sure that you think about ways you could find out more about this particular topic. And that, I think, almost sums up what we need to put in our science reports.